Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lastly here. Welcome to Sunday. Welcome to Random Pick Day. Now, as you can see, we're on the World Cup mode, and I have my phone and my controller in my hand, which means I'm going to be attempting to do a World Cup mode random pick episode. Now, I don't know how this is going to go, because I'm going to choose from the first 10 players, 10 pages of players in my club, and I'll show you them right now. So I've been packing quite a lot. I have a lot of good stuff, like I have Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar. Like, I have these three icons and a lone R9, so any of them would be coming in handy if we were to obviously get like a European and a South American, and we need to hybrid it up somewhat, because it's quite difficult with the chemistry on this, and I'm not promising a full chem team today, but I of course will do my very best. And then like page 2, I've got a whole bunch of like 90s to 88s, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, I've got a lot of good players. And then we end on page number 10 at like 84s and 83s. So I feel like I could still use them. And hopefully we get some better players along the way. So guys, if you do enjoy, hit me with that thumbs up button. Now, this isn't to say that the regular random picks will be over. I'm going to gauge interest on this one today, see if you enjoy it, see if you like the concept, and then we can always move it back over to the regular side of FUT if you guys would like that as well. So, without further ado, it is time for me to start picking. Oh God, let me go and ask Siri, shall I? Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
The answer is 1.
Literally, you probably can't see that. Literally, the first one, page 1. We get someone good from this page. Please, let it be good. Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10. I don't care.
It's 10.
It's 10. Oh, okay, we get an icon. That's really lucky, and that's really good. Gonna get Rui Costa here, which I needed, because there's potential for me to get now like a South American and a European and still make it work. Whew, so that's brilliant. That's a great start. That's like a load off my mind. It probably means that chemistry could be alright in this squad. Let's move on to the second player. Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
The answer is 7.
The answer is 7. Okay, so it's going to be like an 85 probably. Let's have a look. Page number 7. 85s or 84s, but there's some decent players in there. Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
The answer is 3.
The answer is 3. We get Willian. Willian looks to be a pretty usable player on this game, actually. Now, the only thing I can think of that could be an issue going forwards is if we were to, say, get like a right winger from Europe that we then can't put in the same spot, and I don't know how that would work. Maybe I would just draw it again, but I guess we'll see, shall we? Shall we see what we get? Hey, Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 10.
9.
9. Alright, so we're going to get a lowest rated player. This is all 84s. Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
The answer is 9.
The answer is 9 again. We get João Mario. That is an odd one. That is a very odd player to be using. But he's on the left-hand side, so we can have Europe on one side. We can have, he's going to link to the icon as well, which is good. So that's something we could do. I could also now use Cristiano Ronaldo in my side and get a link to him. I think I'll probably end up doing that. I'll try and figure it out, see what we're going to do. But I'll build the squad and carry on the random pick as normal, guys. Okay, so as always, we decide to go on in and choose our formation. Now, I've gone for the 4-3-2-1 today, guys, because I wanted to get Willian as involved as possible, and I sort of had an idea of what I wanted to do with the squad. It means that Rui Costa chills back in the centre mid role rather than like central attacking midfield, but I can still go on some mazy runs with him and kind of act as if he is a cam in game. And then of course left forward, right forward for my players. Now I've tried to go for here like a squad that isn't like super amazingly high rated with Ronaldos everywhere and whatnot, just because I don't know if it really should be a squad like that. You know, we've got João Mario, we've got Willian, who are slightly above average players, I would say, for this game mode, and then Rui Costa, which is probably one of the worst icons that you can get. So I didn't want the team to like make them look bad. I kind of wanted them to still be able to stand out in the squad. So I've gone for Mandanda in goal, Arias and Alba at right back, left back, with then Davinson Sanchez and Varane in the centre back spots. I've gone for James Rodriguez and Goretzka, two actually very good players on this game in centre mid, as well as our first random pick player. That is, of course, Rui Costa. Now, he has the exact same stats. This is prime Rui Costa from regular Ultimate Team. So 86 pace, 88 dribbling, 81 shooting, and 88 passing. You know, his long shots and stuff are alright. It's just lacking a finishing stat. So moving forward from centre mid and stuff and cracking long shots shouldn't be a problem for him. It's just inside the box that he might lack a little bit of the finishing needed to score loads of times. I then have Gabriel Jesus up front. I knew that I could obviously get a link off to him from Willian, and then he would have enough chemistry. And then, of course, we have João Mario as our left forward. Definitely not ideal for this position with the pace and the shooting stats that he's got, but he does, however, have very good dribbling and passing stats, so hopefully he can at least come away with like maybe a couple of assists, if anything, even if I don't necessarily get on very well with him. So that's the squad, and then obviously like having Willian here as our third random pick player. He's 85 rated with 91 pace, 86 dribbling. Those are more the type of stats that I want to see in like a winger or right forward or left forward type of spot, because I feel like he can really get involved like a striker, drag those defenders out and leave gaps in the middle for other people to score and stuff. So that right there is the team. I'd say it's a slightly above average squad. You know, if you've opened a bunch of packs, I know it's completely random as to which players you get, but I guess there's more of a chance of you having a squad like this than there is of you having a squad with Ronaldo and loads of different icons in there, because I'm guessing they are slightly harder to pack. So we can move on into the goals that we scored with the team, and I would say I was pretty prolific. There were a couple of games which didn't quite go my way. This game right here, I believe, was one of them where I was like 2-0 down after like 10 minutes or something, but I get a goal back with Rui Costa right there, showcasing that he can push forward and actually get into the action as well, even from that centre mid spot. So I actually quite like Rui Costa. I think he does a pretty good job. João Mario, not so much in that position. Like, move him to a centre mid and you've got a great player. And actually, thinking about it, I feel like Rui Costa could have done a job as like a left forward. So maybe even switching them to in-game would be a fantastic option for you, because João Mario as a centre mid would be great. And Rui Costa's got enough pace and great dribbling and stuff that he could kind of be a winger, getting forward and acting as a striker as well, I guess. So that is definitely a viable option for you. That could work actually really quite well now that I think of it. Maybe I wish I would have played that and actually switched them to in-game. But then it's basically moving on now to the Willian show, because the Brazilian was absolutely fantastic. I actually really liked him on this game. Now, I can't remember if I even scored with Gabriel Jesus. I probably did my best to like pass it off to Willian or pass it over to João Mario or back to Rui Costa or something, so that my random pick players were scoring. But Gabriel Jesus up front, really tricky player, and then it drags defenders towards him. Then you can play in an open Willian, who is surprisingly amazing on this game. Now, he is 85 rated, so I guess I could have guessed that he would be pretty good. But like not succeeded. I don't know what the word is. Like he was better than I expected. I can't think of the exact phrase right now. Exceeded. There we go. He exceeded my expectations. I don't know why. I just have a little brain fart from every now and again. But yeah, definitely exceeded my expectations of him. The dribbling was amazing. Like, the pace was great and all that. But on this World Cup game mode, when you slow it down and then just do that tight dribbling, that's where your players really come into their own. And then the attacking runs. Like, I would take like 1 or 2 touches with a player. Like, that right there was a great example where James Rodriguez played it through to Willian. He just like breaks away from the defender. They can't quite get near him, and then you've got a shot on goal. And he seems to have enough power. He seems to have all of that in his locker in order to score the goals. You can score bangers with him. You've probably got a free kick taker there. I haven't actually seen his stats, but knowing that he's quite good at them in real life, I would imagine that he's probably got fairly decent free kick in-game stats. with the curve and all of that type of stuff. But yeah, that one right there was maybe not my prettiest goal that I've ever scored. I definitely sweated it across. But it was in a game where I was up against a 5 at the back guy who like kept hitting me with the, what is it called? The offside trap. So he would like aggressively move forward, play me offside a few times. I couldn't get to grips with it until later on in the game. You can see this was the exact same game. I go 4-1 up. I think I eventually won like 5-1. It just takes a while sometimes to crack your opponent and figure out exactly what their game plan is, so that you can play around it. However, I did get Davinson Sanchez sent off because I was a bit aggressive with one of my tackles. But giving everyone a little bit of a review then, Mandanda in goal, would not recommend. I don't think he was very good. I'm just going to say it. The centre-back partnerships, though, brilliant. Like, I love Sanchez. I really, really love Varane. He's actually my favourite on this game so far. Ramos might be up there as one of the high-rated ones, but, like, Varane is ridiculous. He's so quick. He's so tall. He's kind of got it all, you know. I mean, I'm rhyming here, which is just greatness. So, the fullbacks, Arias was a little bit meh, I have to admit. Like, his pace is all right and stuff, but he's definitely not as good as, like, Jordi Alba, who was fantastic. Really, really like him as a European fullback on this game. James Rodriguez, great as a centre mid, probably amazing as a cam, and I actually really enjoyed him in this game. Goretzka is the GOAT. I think we could call him Goat-Retzka from now on, because he is genuinely fantastic on this game. Just everything that you need in terms of FIFA, like height, strength, pace, all of that. He just seems to have it. And then Rui Costa, I can't give them a value for money because obviously they're all not tradable or anything like that. But I can give Rui Costa an 8.5 out of 10. I think that's how he performed for me. Maybe playing him in a slightly more advanced role would have been a bit more beneficial, but to create a team like this today, he had to sacrifice and sit back in that centre mid role. I guess maybe I could have played him up front or something and tried something a bit different, but that's not the route that I went down today. Gabriel Jesus, great link up play with Willian, great link up play with João Mario, but unfortunately this player is going to get like a 6.5 out of 10. Definitely wouldn't recommend as a left forward. I just don't think he's quite cut out for it. I need pace with those players. I don't mind that his shooting stats not that amazing, because he was still able to shoot. Well, the one goal that I got with him was actually a bit of a banger, I'm pretty sure, but it's all about this guy. Willian was awesome. Could have given him much more of a higher rating. He gets a 9 out of 10, nearly a 9.5. I mean, it could even stretch. I think I'm going to leave it at a 9 though, but it could nearly stretch to a 9.5. I'm sure there are a few players that are, you know, head and shoulders better than him. However, he really impressed me today, and I got on with him like ridiculously well, and he provided and scored and all sorts. So really just an awesome player. So there you go, guys. That is the World Cup version of the random pick. Did you enjoy it? Should I do it again? I will leave, I'll leave now, and I'll let you answer that down below in the comments section. Are you interested in the random pick here on the World Cup mode? Thank you so much for watching. Smash a like if you enjoyed. Don't forget to sub if you're new. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.